Hey everyone, it's me Giovanni, and I'm gonna talk about Fnaf again, but this time about the theories again, and some aspects of the timeline again. Now, I have seen the Talbert files. The Talbert files were allegedly a an original draft that Scott Coffin scrapped because it wasn't up to his liking. But the Talbert files are actually fake. It's kind of like fan fiction. But it kind of does confirm some lore aspects. I mean, not really, but it's kind of like what my story of the Fnaf timeline is. I mean, I try to be simple with it, but there's only two things that I would agree with the Talbert files. Number one, the fungi's first name is vaguely Steve, a generic name, Steve. And Steve apparently worked with William Afton. We're close friends. And you know what I was thinking? You know that meme? There's this meme that was like a year or two ago, and it's like you and me and your friend Steve, do 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 do, Steve, do 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 do, yeah, like that, like Henry, William, and Steve. I mean, considering that Steve worked in the company, it would make sense. But at the same time, and being a close friend to William would not. I mean, when the first Fnaf game came out, people were thinking that Fungi was the perp guy. And sure, Sure, it might have been interesting, but no, Fungi and the perp guy are not the same person. But are they? But they're separate. But they're separate people, and they might have a connection to each other, but not really. Just no. But yeah, Fungi's name, just Steve. That's it. Number two, Foxy was the one who caused the bite of 87. And the bite of 87 is basically, it's mostly said that a customer's frontal lobe was bitten by the animatronics. And the most likely suspect was Foxy. During Fnaf 1. It was only mentioned in Fnaf 1, and it has never been mentioned again. So, yeah, Foxy committed the bite of 87. Easy. People seriously need to stop arguing about that. I mean, sure, Mangle also committed the bite of 87 during Fnaf 2, but, let's just say in the Pop Goes storyline, a fan-made game to Fnaf, Troy Bonnie committed the bite of 87 by biting Jeremy's frontal lobe. Yeah. Those are the only two things that I wanted to say about the Talbert files. Fungi's first name, his real name, and the bite of 87, the actual animatronic who committed the bite of 87, which I was right all along. So anyway, even though the Talbert files are completely fake, even though there are real documents of it, it's mostly just fan fiction. Well, kind of, but I mean, really. But then again, with the name Cassidy, like for example, Cassidy Tucker, it at least confirms, kind of, that this version of Cassidy has named parents, Emmett and Mary Ann. Interesting, in that William killed Mary Ann. Well, that's creepy. But no, just no. I mean, it would be interesting, but no. Especially since there's like 2 or 3 Cassidys, like Cassidy Tucker, Cassidy Talbert, and my version, Cassidy Miller Jones. You pretty much already know the 5 children. They possess the animatronics, and Cassidy is most likely Golden Freddy. So yeah. Anyway, so I've seen Star Bear Entertainment's full Five Nights at Freddy's timeline, including the books, and the video was uploaded 7 months ago, and it's the closest thing to an actual timeline that's most associated with my interpretation of it, minus the books, just most of them, because seriously, the books are not even canon to the games. I mean, most of them, obviously, especially Tales of the Pizzaplex. I will never understand why the books are even canon to the games in the first place. I mean, they're in parallel universes, so it in a way makes sense. But William Afton being kept alive in a hospital just doesn't sit right with me. It just doesn't. And well, Mimic and Edwin Murray, yeah, I guess. But yeah, the full Five Nights at Freddy's timeline, Star Bear Entertainment, the closest thing, mostly accurate to my interpretation of it. Kind of similar to MatPats. But also, I wanted to say that so during FNAF 4, the bedroom in the nights are actually experiment rooms by William Afton. But Michael suffers has these nightmares where he's a child in that room, and it might be obvious that when the scooper removed his insides, remnant was injected inside of Michael, and Michael did not die when he later became a purple rotting zombie. So remnant made him immortal, and in the when that happened, the remnant of the children, their memories infected Michael, making Michael suffering these nightmares of the children being experimented on, seeing the nightmare animatronics, stuff like that. So, I mean, I obviously do have it in my timeline, so yeah. But Michael was suffering nightmares of the children being experimented on. Yeah. Anyway. I also wanted to say that I can't pronounce his username, so this person says that do we ever play as Michael Afton, the insurance of FNAF's protagonist? And one of the commenters said that factually we play Mike Schmidt or Michael Afton in FNAF 1. We don't play him in FNAF 2 because him being Jeremy Fitzgerald and Fritz Smith is completely impossible. FNAF 3, we don't know, and it's most likely that he's not, which I was kind of bummed out about because, I mean, you know what, it's fine. I mean, I did have a theory years ago saying that in the fanmade game Pop Goes, which is in the original FNAF trilogy, I would say since William Afton is canonically the purple guy and that Purple Guys was Simon Fitzgerald, Jeremy's brother, and Simon Fitzgerald might have been the night guard in FNAF 3 and might have been decapitated by Springtrap since the Springtrap head is for auction. So William Afton survived, decapitated Simon. It's whatever, but Simon being the FNAF 3 night guard, probably a given. We play Michael Afton in FNAF 4. Yes. Sister location? Yes. Factually, yes. FNAF 6 Pizzeria Simulator? Yes. Ultimate Custom Night? No. Help Wanted or Security Breach? No. So, yeah. FNAF 1, FNAF 4, 5, and 6. No 2 or 3. So, yeah. So the Shadow animatronics are obviously made by Agonies, but it's never specified. You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. But, you know, the reason why Michael Afton is Mike Schmidt, because in my timeline, Mary Schmidt is involved. Mary Schmidt from Five Nights at Candy's is in love with Michael Afton. They get married after 87 and have two daughters. Michael Afton is now Mike Schmidt, using Mary's last name because he just probably doesn't want to be associated with his family anymore. And now he has his own family. So that's nice. FNAF, please make my character canon. Quinzel Schmidt. Please. I'm begging for it. But anyway. Yeah, in FNAF 3, either we do play as Michael Afton in FNAF 3 or not. But now we do not. I mean, maybe Michael Afton probably would have known about Fazbear's Frights, but didn't actually work there until when he heard that the place burned down. He was and might have knew sometime that William Afton survived. His father, William, survived. He says to his father, "I'll come and find you." Which, yeah. Anyway. That's all that I have for this video. By the way, the mother meeting her deceased daughter through virtual reality is just so sad. The mother just crying. It's so sad. I just Anyway, that's all for this video. Bye.